giving praises to God and honor to Pastor Gillespie and to the other ministers present, and to the deacons, officers, members, and friends, good morning.
Good morning.
Before I begin, I would like to thank Ashley for asking me and then begging me to give tribute to the educators of Greater Love. I feel very grateful, honored, and blessed to stand before you today. As educators, we are blessed to be we are blessed to be able to walk in our vocational purpose. In Ephesians 4:1, it states, I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, entreat you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling with which you have been called. In other words, if you are truly walking in your vocational purpose, you will automatically stand out from the crowd. You won't need to seek attention on your own. Ephesians 4:2 says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Jesus was born in a humble manger, grew up in humble surroundings, lived a humble life, yet had a tremendous impact. So as educators, if we are walking in our vocational purpose, we will do likewise and always operate in humility. Second, as educators, when we walk in our vocational purpose, we live with gentleness. Being gentle is part of the fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5:23, and important in the life of every believer. This trait not only helps to avoid unnecessary conflicts, it demonstrates the love we are meant to display all the time. John 13:34 and 35. Third, as educators, when we are walking in our purpose, we exhibit patience. Patience is another part of the fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5:22, and also a necessity. If we are to show love to others, elsewhere, Paul reminds believers that love is patient, 1 Corinthians 13:4. Fourth, as educators walking in our vocational purpose, we live with love toward one another. Paul has mentioned this in Ephesians and other letters, especially in 1 Corinthians 13, where the greatest of God's gifts is love, particularly as it is used in the New Testament. Love is not merely a feeling or an emotion. It means taking action which benefits others. As an educator for 15 years, I know without a doubt that I am truly walking in my vocational purpose. I can't say that I've seen it all or been through everything. However, I can say that I've seen and been through enough to know that no matter what happens, day to day, month to month, or year to year, being an educator is my vocational purpose. I have been yelled at, cursed at, hit in the head with a bucket, cried in the middle of a lesson because a child came in late due to not having any food the night before. Told by a kindergartner that I was getting fat, but of course not in those words. Stole from, lied on. Saw one of my kinder students' fingers hanging off because she put it in between the door when I closed it. One of my top former students was stabbed about 8 times by his mother's boyfriend and lived. Unfortunately, his mother didn't survive. Witnessed the police raid a student's home with the class while we were on our way to PE and having to explain to the child what is happening. And that is just a small snapshot of we as educators can go through on a daily basis. You can call us crazy, but as educators walking in our vocational purpose, you will show up with a smile and do it all over again, day after day, month after month, and year after year. So today, I give tribute to all educators walking in their vocational purpose. We are trainers of all professions, doctors, lawyers, dentists, just to name a few. We are 911 dispatchers, always assessing a child's needs. We are jugglers. We have a lot of tasks thrown at us daily. We are gardeners, constantly planting seeds of truth and wisdom in our students. We are tour guides, exposing students to real life or virtual adventures. We are role models, setting the stage for excellence. We are counselors, turning on our listening ears when a student just needs to talk. We are mothers and fathers in the absence of parents during the day.
Yes, Lord.
We are muses to a child's soul, guiding and mentoring. Those are just a few of the hats educators wear if they are truly walking in their vocational purpose.
Lord.
I can honestly stand here today and say that when I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me. So as educators, always remember that your talent is God's gift to you.
Yes.
What you do with it is your gift back to God.